All right. First and foremost, I'd like to start off by saying Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Call Allah Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, Bashim Kakudash. Double honors to the elders and apostles, a great millstone, a salutation to you brothers that's pushing this word in truth and sincerity. All right, this video is based off of this article, which is a pretty trending topic. The source is Zero Hedge. The title of the article is NYC Pub declares itself autonomous zone after government tries to shut it down. It's dated November 29th, 2020. Um, the sentiment of the people is changing, the average citizen. Um, and the prophecies are starting to speak, and they shall speak, okay? And they are speaking. And in this
Here are some
article,
results from a search.
I have two precepts that just, shot to me as I was reading some of this, but I'm not going to read all of this. It's not a lot to read anyway. Um, Basically, it was a situation that happened out in New York. You have Edomites, business owners that own specific businesses, and they are against the different mandates that the government has implemented to stifle this C19. Okay, Esau knows as far as when governments start to clamp down and crack down. They know that their rights, so-called rights, or their liberties are being infringed on. All right, and they tend to rebel because they have been grown up believing that this is a free country. I can, have the First and Second Amendment, so on and so forth. Okay, but these COVID restrictions, I mean C19 restrictions, are infringing on people's right to make money, their right to peace. What is they call it? Peace, the pursuit of happiness. That's what they say. Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. You know, so it's going to lead to insurrection. Ultimately, it's going to lead to civil unrest, more civil unrest, a civil unrest like we haven't seen. All right, just that what's that guy's name that got choked out up there in Minnesota? I forgot his name. It's so you forget things, but those riots that happened because he got choked out or whatever. That's nothing in comparison to what's about to happen. Okay. Now, in this article, it says, in what is a hilarious bit of irony, a Democratic politicians in New York, a pub that had its liquor license yanked due to COVID rules, have now declared itself an autonomous zone. It says, and it continues to do business. So they broke the rules and they had their liquor license taken. See, the government has these mandates, and if you don't comply with these different mandates, they'll take something away from you. In this case, they took the liquor license. All right. It said the bar called Max Public House in Staten Island said publicly, we refuse to abide by any rules and regulations put forth by the mayor of New York City and governor of New York State. It says they also painted autonomous zone on the sidewalk outside the bar and put signs in the window claiming as of November 20th, 2020, we hereby declare this establishment an autonomous zone. Okay. So this is open rebellion. All right. And the news media is covering this. The news media is recovering this because when you type in autonomous zone, what pops up? All types of news on this particular event. This is the guy. This is his bar, Max Public House, right? And this is a autonomous zone. He made this an autonomous zone. Shilaki. Salakia. Mm. All right, so I'll stop it there. Um, but you hear the guy, he said, look, we can't close down. He was talking about how they operate, um, how they're operating, um, how they're losing money, how they're trying to comply, do whatever they can do. All right, which brought this brings this scripture up. This is Second Ezra 15. All right, Second Ezra 15, verse 16. It says, "For there shall be sedition among men and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power." Yeah, because you have business owners. They took the route when the government first said, "Look, we're going to shut down." All right, they shut down, and they face heavy burdens and adversities because of that first shutdown. They lost money. All right, they basically put in a hole. Okay, and they listened to their leaders and their princes. Okay, but what has it gotten them? All right, it gotten them their livelihoods taken away from them. All right, so they're starting to rebel. All right, it says, "For there shall be sedition among men and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power." Yeah, because not only them are they being affected, other people are being affected. Okay, by these draconian measures, by these different state and city government political heads. All right, these people here are trying to make a living. All right, they put their money in and invested into a bar. Okay, and now they're losing. Okay, for what? The threat of people getting sick. Okay, but there's people willing to still frequent these different establishments. All right, so the government with their mandates and their legislation, they're bringing forth pressure on the people, and that's what's going to make the people uprise. That's one of the reasons why people are going to uprise. Another reason why is they're not going to be able to have anything to eat, and that's going to make them lose it. But these different things happen in stages. Okay, insurrections, overthrows of the government, these things happen in stages. Okay, all right, so it's more to come. And this is the next scripture, Isaiah 19:2. It says, "And I will set the Egyptian against the Egyptians. I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians." Okay, so you have your different politicians. Okay, because they're the modern day Egyptians. All right, they are going to be set against the average Egyptian. Okay, and in the average Egyptian, your average common laborer. Okay, his mind is going to be set against the different politicians. All right, and they shall fight everyone against their brother. I mean, against his brother. and everyone against his neighbor, city against city. And that sounds like a civil war, okay? And that happened in America in the 1800s, all right, 1860, and it was one of the bloodiest wars that took place, okay, on this soil, and it's coming back, all right. It says everyone against his neighbor, city against city, kingdom against kingdom, okay. And the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof, and I will destroy the counsel thereof. And they shall seek to the idols, and to the charmers, and to them that have familiar spirits, and to the wizards. So they're going to want answers. All right, and there's not going to be any answers for them. All right, just judgments from on high. All right, so with that, Kohalo Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Akakwadash, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and salutation to you brothers pushing this word, truth and sincerity. Shalom.